Alrighty, people of the world. This is GTA Raj. And I welcome you back to the channel once again, where tonight we'll be diving back into Forza Horizon 5. Here's the thing, why am I playing this? Well, it was something very simplistic to set up. And I really didn't make any plans. I really didn't. Good lord. Now, if you remember the last time I played this, I said I was breaking up with the game. This one's an exception because I've come back to stream. So... God. I go away for a week, and then I come back wanting to play Forza. What the hell is wrong with me?
Welcome back, Peter.
This game is really... low volume, I believe. Actually, let's check. Let's actually do due diligence and check this. Okay, so what are we at? Because I jumped onto this yesterday for a couple of minutes to get login boost and that. But that was really it. 70? Let's do 85. Just for like speech and all that. Try it again. Oh, that's a lot better. Now I'm just showing off at that point. Okay. Crank you just a little bit. Because it's only me. Then I'm going to do my due diligence and send out me link. So there we go. Dun dun da. Na 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 na. Yeah, I had a bit of a breakup with Forza. This is kind of my welcome back to it. Well, not my welcome back to it. I'm not welcoming myself back to it. This is like the end of Forza for a while. So, you may have noticed I was away for a little while. And quite frankly, it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Actually, it's not one of the best. It's quite frankly the best. What, Mesh Center? Ooh. Dominate E-Class with a power bell if this week's 20 points for a word. Now here's the thing. It is one thing to plan out a flight and be like, hey, I'm going from one part of the UK to the next. It's an entirely different thing to be like, hey, I'm going to an entirely different fucking stretch of land. 6,000 miles away. Well, 4.5, give or take. So it's really eye-opening. And as for culture shock, the only culture shock I really had, people were just generally friendlier. Which is hilarious. They were friendlier. But the biggest downside to it was tax. Because, oh, fuck. They're like, okay, that'll be $4.99. And then they're like, but there's also an extra 64 cents tax. I'm like, ah. Okay, then. Where we don't really have that. Is my mic in the right direction? But we don't really have that per se. So for us, So for us, the sticker price is what you pay. You don't get any additional tax at checkout. So you can pick up an item that's $4.99 and that's what you're paying. Tax has already been added, or else it'd be like, what, $3 for the item. But no, the food was great. It wasn't slop. So the food was actually generally great. The people that were with were just incredibly amazing. I loved every second of it. Does that mean I'm going back? Hell the fuck yeah, it does. I'm gonna get all this planned out. Iron out some mistakes I made. This time around. So I genuinely did make some mistakes. Not many. Like, they're very small, irrelevant things. Did you want to go Pontiac? The entire thing. I mean, I don't need to be on Knight Rider with the cars. Cause I have the fucking Knight Rider car. About 1987. It already looks like fucking Kent anyway. Oh wait, that's Do you want a 69 GTO? Nah, we'll keep Kit. So one of the big things is I left it a little close for getting my flight, my first flight. So I need to plan things out timing wise a little bit better for next time. Because I genuinely did leave very early. But I got to the airport and I'm like, okay, how long do I have? Oh shit, I have less than an hour left. Or like, I had less than an hour and a half left. And I got my boarding passes, and my boarding passes were saying a different time from what was on the flight thing. Your flight leaves at X amount of time, but boarding doesn't begin until like half an hour before that. And when your boarding begins, that's it. You're at the cusp of it. You're at the cusp of not being able to get on the plane. So I almost wasn't able to get on. And that was on me. Time management was a bitch. Because flight 1 got from point A to point B. That happened just fine. But it was the in-betweens that got me. Because it's like, okay, you don't have that much time to sit and relax. I actually had almost no time to sit and relax. Because it's like, you get off the plane and then you have to go through security, and you have to go through X and Y. So by the time you're done with that, it is time for your next flight. Because for me, there wasn't a straight up point A to point B flight from Scotland to America, or the part of America that I went to. There just wasn't. So there was a couple in between. So I had to go from Scotland to England, then Scotland to England was just one flight. England to Philadelphia, and then from Philadelphia to my next part, or to my final destination. And essentially, what was happening, what I didn't figure out until very late on in the process, because it was literally the night before, and I'm like, okay. It's the whole check-in situation. Now I didn't necessarily need to do any of that. I checked in online, but what got me is that it said my check-in for my final flight wasn't available. So that really got me. And because I couldn't do the check-in, I couldn't get my boarding pass. However, when I went to grab my boarding pass initially in the UK to get all of them, it actually did give me all of them. So it checked me in for that last flight and got a pass for it. So that was fantastic. But ultimately, it was great. I had a lot of great people I met. Had a lot of great food. Tried a lot of new things. Like, fruit rolls. I'm finished with fruit rolls. I love the hell out of them. But the people I stayed with were just fucking incredible. It was an all-round, well-balanced time. Is it something I'm going to be doing again? Hell the fuck yes I am. And you'll know it's time for a vacation when I start making content again. when I get the urge to sit down and record a video that's not for a GTArajgaming anniversary or an off the cusp thing, if I'm bulk recording, it's almost holiday time. Because when I go away, I don't want to leave the channel without content. I don't want it to dwindle off. Like, yeah, since I stopped doing frequent GTA mod videos, the channel has went to shit, but it's also found a bit of a niche as well. Like, I appreciate the hell out of that. What is our FPS on? Insane. But no, the entire thing was great. I didn't expect... For most of my flights, I had a fucking roll to myself. Which on big international flights, I don't think is that common. Like local flights, yes. Oh my god, local flights, that is cram. But damn. I really do enjoy traveling. And there will be more of that to come. But, yeah. God damn. But now I'm back in Scotland. I'm here streaming. I'm not pulling some Quabblecop AI bullshit. The fact that Quabblecop went out and done that is insane. Like, shit, I need a drink. Oh! I haven't had Iron Brew. I did. I haven't drunk a proper cold can of Iron Brew that was fresh like this since I left. God damn, that hits. But no, Quabblecop is a content creator. He was very big. Like, the only thing big about him now are the subscription numbers. Because his views are not hitting him. His channel's tanked harder than mine has. Like, yeah, he has big subscriber numbers, but he's pulling in almost no views. Like, for context, let me check his channel real quick. Yeah, let's not do that one. So right now he's got 15 million subscribers. 15 mil. What would 10% of that be? Like 100 and something? His videos are all very wishy-washy. But he isn't really pulling in the views that he used to. So essentially, one of his GTA 5 videos has 41k views from a few months ago. $34K for another GTA 5 video. But his views are his views for a time have slowly come back. So it's like, huh? It's insane. But the guy went out of his way to design or to start doing AI videos. So what he was doing is he had all these default reactions and voice lines, and they'd all get mixed up, and videos would just be made without his input. So you'd have GTA 5 footage, you'd have an avatar for Quibblecop, but the voice lines and reactions and all that are not him. The voice does belong to him, but it's not him doing it's not him saying those words. I think it's like basically deepfake YouTuber, essentially. And it is interesting to a degree. Like, he gets a lot of flack for it, but if he can farm he's been able to farm content from it. So he's been making a fair amount of money doing this on TikTok. Like, yeah, the rates are nowhere near as close to YouTube. So he's making small pocket change on TikTok with these AI reaction videos where the video itself is clearly AI generated, but there's also an AI Quibblecop on top of it. So that is some moderate success with that, and it's interesting to a degree. Because there was speculation for a while that it could all... how do you word this? There was speculation for a while that the AI was the future for like content creation because you can rush it out so quick. But it's not what people want, which is great. Also, I'm still envious of people that can hire editors and all that. I'd love to do that. Hire a part-time editor to freaking bring in, help edit some YouTube videos. But no, it would be fun to do that. I wouldn't make any money back off of it. But so long as the channel wasn't left in the dark. The reason I brought that up is because his channel tanked massively from it. Like, if you go to Quibblecop's comment section, there's people telling him like, hey, the AI stuff ain't working for you, buddy. You fell off big time. The point is with me, my channel hit its peak when I was still doing the cat edition videos, which were genuinely fun because they were racking in several thousand views, and then you got the pushing the DeLorean to 88 one, which is like freaking nearing 100,000 views. And that's how this channel sustained. But I want to start making more content, like, properly. Like, sit down. I do have a few ideas. And the ideas themselves are just going to take time. Because I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. So, one of the things that I want to do is like a talking head style video. Like, on myself. So there's that. And the way that would work, at least I think so anyway, the idea that I have is a talking head style video. Or rather, a narration style video with a little bit extra to it. Kind of like what Steven has done with Lighthouse. Have you seen Lighthouse Horror and Lighthouse True Stories? Specifically, the way he does Lighthouse True Stories, because the entire Lighthouse Horror story is it's him reading a script that he's made up, and the content of the script is viewer submitted. But the way he films the other channel's videos, and yeah, there is a lot of AI generated stuff that he uses on it, not necessarily, not the stories themselves, but the footage for them is all AI generated. He overlays his camera onto it, and then he has a chat with you, that kind of thing, like, hey, my name's Steven, welcome to Lighthouse. But it's the overall vibe that section brings is what I want to bring to a talking head style video, where I sit there and I'm like, okay, this is me. This is something I enjoyed growing up. Let's talk about it. And be like, okay, let's do, for example, one of the things I talked about years ago, when I was in my phase of, oh my god, the PlayStation monthly demos. I still love it to death, but goddamn, that was a long time ago. The point is, I mentioned the magazines. I talked about the magazines that came with those demos. So, I was thinking maybe doing a video like that, where I'm like, yeah, this is, welcome to GTA Ranch. Many years ago, this is back when I was a child, this is how I got into gaming. These magazines, these demo discs. It allowed me to try AAA games, and here are some of the articles, and here are some other features of video game magazines from that time period, etc, etc. I have a few of those in mind. Where to sit down and chat and be like, hey, this is one thing I like growing up, let's talk about it. Here's another thing, let's talk about it. Like, obviously, it's a series is not really sustainable, because you obviously have limited experiences with things when you're a child, growing up, and even down to your overall memory. Like, damn. Why'd the camera turn like that, though? So I thought maybe something like that would be kind of good. Good to be. So yeah, it's kind of something I was thinking about. But also, I still want to do the Dreamcast. I still want to do the mod vlog series. God, if I get someone to kick my ass in gear just to do that, I may help someone for that. To help me with that. So for those who don't know, many years ago I tried to pioneer a little series where I got consoles, or I got my own consoles, and I did a video on them called Mod Vlog, where it was a vlogging style thing, and all I was doing in those videos, which is simply upgrading video game consoles, using solderless techniques. So for example, with the Dreamcast, if you've been around long enough, you don't have two of the bloody things. Well, one of the things I did was swap out the power supply. Simple, solderless. Might get you zapped if you do it wrong, but 9 times out of 10 you're not going to do it wrong, because it just pins, and then you push down, hear a massive sound, and boof, you've now got a new power supply installed. So I thought, why don't I do a mod vlog on the Sega Dreamcast, where I would unbox it. If it needed a clean, give it a little bit of a wipe down, and that one did need a clean. Then show disassembly, the removal of the GD-ROM, and the removal of the power supply, installation of a GDMU, and a Pico PSU. So those were that was a video idea that I was going to do, and I kind of canned it because I lost it. It's not necessarily I lost interest. I just didn't think it would do well. So that's a thing. I might revive that video because I still have the raw footage of me receiving the Dreamcast, and it should still be timestamped the same. If not, oh well, I'll have to put a disclaimer in saying this was in 2000 something. 2018, so that's before I lost my body weight. So chunky fingers! Not at all comfortable with the camera. Unlike now, where I'm kind of like okay with the camera. I can set a camera and talk to it. This is before I went all streamer mode. Okay, let's do things. So those are some things that I was planning on doing. Reviving that. Reviving something else. This, that, do a thing, do a little extra thing, that kind of thing. Because I want to explore more content types for the channel specifically. I don't... Oh, modern muscle. Well, that's very interesting. There's another one here for Pontiac. D-Class 500. Do you even have a D-Class Pontiac? Yeah, I want to explore more content types for the channel. The Talking Heads video, the mod vlog stuff. Get back into doing unboxings again. Yeah, I did very few of those, and I did like a single Yu-Gi-Oh video, a single Beyblade video, that kind of thing. The Beyblade stuff is going to be next to impossible in this economy. The prices have all skyrocketed since I've done that fucking video. Oh my god. Like back then, the Beyblade that I built for video, in fact. Still have it right here. The glue didn't really hold up as well as I thought it would have, but it has also held up better than what I thought it would have. Like, that Beyblade was $88 shipped from Japan. Still sealed. I was the one that unsealed that one. I'm not going Pontiac. Fucking D-Class 500? I mean, 77 trans up. Wait, what? I thought it was asking me to buy that. Okay, we're taking that. D-Class, we're going to give it a little bit of a spruce up. But no, the Beyblade market has increased in price dramatically. I'm not a fan of it. Do I really want to do that? Yeah, I'll do that. Do I want an extra turbo? Yes, I do. Racing Springs! I'm going to keep the transmission the same. But give it a racing diff, give it an extra. Now, do I still want to... No, I'll see the flywheel. Oh, do I cheat my way out of this and give it a fucking setup? Oh wow. Wait, that's gonna be a lot extra power though. Cause we can do a lot here. That does put it on the cusp of 500 on the performance index. Ah! On the upside, it's going to be really, really nice. Wait, what is your default setup? It's got all that power. And not much else to do with it. Who set out for acceleration? This is flat out. That is very interesting. Who set this up? Let's set up more for acceleration than anything else. We don't want it to be set up for acceleration. That's the problem. Okay, let's bring this back in then. 130 mile an hour. Okay, anti-roll bars. Bit more stiff, our springs. So our right height is higher. Springs be a little bit more stiff, although that's probably a fair bit more stiff. Go for speed. Tires are default, so 36. There we go. That should help somewhat. It doesn't feel all that fast, let me tell you that much. This is honestly very interesting. Let's travel. We could do that. Ford Falcon. A-class track toys. Where's the other one? All the way up here? Holy, okay. That's 7 miles. But no, yeah. I want to explore more content types and see what my niche is for this kind of thing. Because obviously going into it, I know the mod vlog stuff will be short-lived. I already know that the talking head stuff will be short-lived, because outside of a few things to talk about, there wasn't really much. There isn't really much I could say about gaming growing up. There's a fair amount of it I don't necessarily remember. Which really sucks on my end. I know. But like, I feel like I could just sit there and chat about what I really enjoyed about gaming and all that. Like back in those days. Because I feel like some people might have similar memories, in all honesty. Like, oh, look at me. I grew up with the Sega Mega Drive too. Here's what I did. That kind of thing. Oh yeah, no, we fucked these gears up. Fuck. Let's do this. Look, I may find people that have grew up on the Sega Mega Drive, because I think they're still being made. That little company in Brazil. Like, this is my experience with the Sega Mega Drive. This is the kind of games I played on it. This is my first ever game that I played. That kind of thing. And give my overall feelings about certain games and all that. I feel like it would be a good idea, in all honesty. I know people aren't necessarily interested in that kind of stuff. For the most part, people just want the mod stuff again. Which, yeah, I went back and done some GTA mod stuff, and it was it. For me, it was interesting to do that again, but it wasn't Back to the Future. It wasn't Cat, so that had no interest. But it still doesn't take away from the fact that I had a good time doing it. I had a very good time making it. Technically I did, anyway. Because the video that I put up was Terminator 2 Judgment Game. And in all honesty, it almost never happened. That particular video I'm sitting looking at now, that almost never happened. Simply down to the fact that Nvidia's recording suite decided to shit the fucking bed on it. So that was fun. But no, those kind of videos I like doing. If I'm doing those as a live stream, it is more interactive, but not everyone can join to watch. Just like I see here with my stream going now. People are jumping in and watching just for a few seconds and then popping out again. So, yeah, there's that. There isn't much else to say about it, to be honest. The people are jumping in and watching. However, with the video, it makes things more accessible. I'm also going to have to fix the Terminator video to include the download link to the mod, and I have to upload them all. So that'll take me a little bit of time to do that later on today, when I'm done with the stream. Because I said I would change it when I come back and get it sorted. I didn't. But this is now a sprint race, so I'm expecting all the rubber banding to take effect. Wait, what? 360 brake horse with. Hey, what the fuck? That's 279 brake horse with 451 foot torque. That's the overall better car. That's faster one. To all them horses. But no, it's ultimately. I just want to get shit done, and I hope to. I want to get more video types done. Joe. Oh, the foot go by here. God damn. And I did have a fair amount of sleep yesterday too. Yesterday too. I ended up with almost 7 hours of sleep. Now to some, you're like, that's not enough. To me, that's more than enough. My daily readiness is allegedly 20%. Boy, how'd you yourself ready. Anyway, hello chat. I've been ranting for 40 minutes. Unless some significant sacrifices were made, that Firebird should not be pulling ahead of me. Looks like they made a sacrifice with suspension. I tell you what, those cars are rocking. Yeah, look at me just chilling alongside them. Unless he hasn't made any changes to tires or anything like that, he should be just sliding like a little bitch. Now I am going to reconfigure the car somewhat after this race. This is the kind of gap I would expect between those cars and my car, simply down to my configuration. I'm on the cusp of 500 performance index. So unless the driver screwed up, then there's no real reason I should lose this. Or there's no real reason they should be too far behind. Sorry chat, focusing. I've got my focus on. So no, as far as I'm aware, I'm only going away 2 more times this year. I'm going to see a band in April. So I will be away for a few days. And then if everything pans out the way I wanted it to, I'll be back in America later on this year. At least I hope so anyway. Well, one of the things I want to do to this car, not putting it to C class or anything like that, I'm gonna max out what I can in D class. Like, yeah, I'm still giving it the all-wheel drive. Better brakes, now we don't need to stabilize those. These cars are very stable. As is. But that being said, my horsepower is a little low. So I'm going to fiddle with some settings and try and get a nice combination of parts 4 minutes, 1 for that sprint race. That is very interesting. Oh. So basically, there's a whole bunch of fucking 77 Trans Ams here. God damn. Doing it in a progression style like this allows me to see the difference between us all. Like, for example, my Trans Am. My Trans Am was clearly better, and I was clearly the better driver. But it is not the best Trans Am that's there. There were other ones there that had the better acceleration. Like, just flat out. Let me just do houses. Because I obviously care about this car being an all-wheel drive. But I also care about its horsepower. It has the torque, but not the power. Oh damn. Yeah, it's got the power to keep going like this, but it's not got the power to go faster, if that makes any sense. Now I'm getting surprisingly tired. So 2.8 miles to my house. Yeah. It doesn't sound the best. I think that's gearing or something that's happened to it. I can't fucking say it. But it's just different. The engine noise doesn't feel fast at all. Fudge nuggets. There we go. But no, I don't know what else to fucking say. America was great. I want to go again. Content-wise, I want to make different types of content. Like, obviously all gaming related, but like different styles of videos. It's something I have wanted to do for a while. It's just all I need to get into the right headspace to get done filming again. Because even at this point, Konami could gift me couple of Yu-Gi-Oh booster boxes, and I'll sit and open them on my own. I just don't know. The only actual consistent content that I could make would be Yu-Gi-Oh content, like Yu-Gi-Oh booster box openings. But that is such a fucking niche. Like, there are so many Yu-Gi-Oh YouTubers that do this kind of stuff anyway. And then it'd be over. I realize that's not my path, but it's still optional content. It's not my path to be a Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber. When I was doing the Winged Dragon Ra video, and I'm going through all the cards, like, oh my god, that's a cool card. That's a cool card. That's a cool card. Oh, I pulled the Ghost Rare Winged Dragon Ra. Didn't mean to. Moving on. Like, I've got a feeling that people would misunderstand the hell out of my Yu-Gi-Oh content videos, because I don't really have chase cards. I really don't. The only time I even got close to that was the Winged Dragon and Raw stuff, and then with U-Belt. Because Winged Dragon and Raw needed the support. Understandably so. It needed the support quite badly, in all honesty. So we're going to do that. Obviously also fit in a turbo. Gotta change that. So we got 30 performance points left. Well, 25. Let's see what we can do with this. I mean, that is 284 brake horsepower. Is there anything else we can do? I mean, farmer's fucking dips. God damn it. I mean, if we did that, good lord, reset. If we can do that, I could just leave it with as an all-wheel drive with that engine and a turbo in it, of course. It's difficult. 475. Yeah, stick on the turbo. Oh, that's 280. That's an incredible amount of extra horsepower. Sport twin turbo. We'd lose a. If I kept it. No. We still have that thing to do. We still have that. We still have to attach these. We attach these. And then go back. Go 502. Do this. Go into that. Give it stabilizers. Flywheel. Cooling. Do we get any extra points? Probably not. 501. That's the same. Ignition is a big one. Carburetor intake 501. All the tiny points that we want to make, or the tiny changes we want to make. It was 5 horsepower. But we're not the thing is we're not losing performance index. So we just do this. Then we're sorted. Yeah, we could do that with limited customization on the springs. Yeah, we're at like 279 before, and we're at 299. Yeah, we gain more weight, but we also gain more power, more horsepower. We gain like 20 extra horsepower. I don't know what that'll do to acceleration per se, but having to work with a limited budget is just insane. It really is. The tire spin would send me, so that's why I kept it all fuel instead of environment. No, like overall, this generally feels better. Like without a shadow of a doubt. Needs to be a bit more spaced out. Let's do a bit of the aerodynamics. So let's do speed, do this. Well, we didn't put any brakes on it, so we don't necessarily have to fuck with that. Damping, that's all preset. Anti-roll bars, our alignment's all locked. So I just generally want gear 1, 2 and all that. To last. That should help things. Yeah, it doesn't feel sluggish anymore. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it just had its kneecap chopped off. Very interesting. With a mixture of parts, you can do so much. Especially when you find parts that take up the least amount of performance index from what it offers. In the case of the springs and all that, you don't get to customize them. There's very little plain give with them. It's like you drop them in and you just go with it. Oh, damn! Ah. So we're gonna do this. Chihuahua circuit. Let's go. So this Trans Am has been better modified. It's got more acceleration to give oomph to it. It's got an extra 20 or 30 horsepower. Because I went and put a turbo on it. So that made more power. So, yeah. Interesting. Ah. Oh, goddamn. I am a bit tired though. I might have a quick nap after the stream. I also took those corners more effectively. Hey, see, this guy is a bit more rubber banded than he should be. I kind of wanted to check out what weight reduction would do. Like, how much weight would the car actually lose from it? These are all very interesting things you need to talk about when modifying a car. Like, yeah. Changing the weight of a car kind of will increase its traction all that on the track. It can increase traction because the more weight there is, the more it's being pushed down to the road. But that also takes more power to move it. So I want to try a weight reduction thing. And see if shedding a few hundred pounds can help it to run better. In this case scenario, I think it maybe might not be a good idea. What I might do is take off that sports turbo and apply other parts like a better engine head and all that. So I might just go ahead and do that next. Let me see. Because now I'm curious. But no, this is a clear win for us. I just need to find the right combination, so to speak. Because every tier, up until the car's unstable, is going to have the combination. The combination of parts that works for you. Like, the car behind me, or at least, one of the 77 Trans Ams, they had really good off-the-line acceleration. Which I miss. I miss the hell out of that kind of stuff. So it is interesting to see from that point of view. So we go this way. Because I'm not asking for the car to just shoot across the line. And be like, hey, yo! What the fuck did I hit? What? Did I have part of the map I shouldn't be at? Oh god damn it, Playground Games! How did the fan base trust you with this game? God damn it. You can't even do it right! Fuck! You know, everything's gonna have its perfect combination. There's always gonna be that combination of parts that are like, okay, this is the maximum acceleration you can get from this thing at this given level. But I also recognize this is a sweet ass car. So we lose 30 points for that. Holy crap. Maybe that's an easier weight reduction. We'd lose 743 pounds. Fuck. So at stock, it's 3,800 pounds. With stage 2, like, fuck. Yeah, 3,800, so it's losing 200 extra. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm gonna put better condition on this. Better carb. Whoop. So that's 2 points, that's 297. So all in with that, 480 foot-pound of torque. So if I take all that off and go back and put the turbo back on, 484. So we're losing 4 pounds of torque and we're losing horsepower. Fudge nuggets. That is insane. There's always gonna be that kind of middleman, this kind of stuff. So we're right on the cusp of that. We're just not getting a turbo. Oh, that is insane. Acceleration does dip and we lose 2 points. Take that out. Take out the displacement. Take out that. Let's just do that. Let's give it street cams and valves. 444 horsepower, 300 horsepower. 300 horsepower with 444 foot-pounds of torque. Oh my damn. Fuck. This one is very difficult because we go from 4.3 to 4.8 acceleration. We lose launch a little bit. We lose a little bit of braking. We lose a little bit of off-roading. Oh, fortunate gates. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I could sacrifice wheels. $480? How do you work that one out? 478, 476. You are adding more weight, makes the car more unstable. So we're going to rims. 476. Yeah, but 477 right now, so we need to lower that a little bit. Sorry, Pontiac. You need, for this kind of stuff to work, you need to go out your way to make sure it works. There's even the slightest extra point. Oh shit, that's not terrible, to be honest. Not Pontiac, but it's not good. Okay, 499. 4.7 for acceleration. Let's forgo the diff. Or not. Let's forgo. Shit. We didn't change the gear. We could take out the turbo entirely. We'll lose a point here. We would lose nothing there. It's fucking shocking, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, we lose nothing from some of these parts. Very fucking weird indeed. We do have that spoiler. I mean, oh wow. No, thank you. That's the rear. That's at the front. Okay, we've made the car statistically worse. For what? 303 horsepower. 309 horsepower. Yay! Your off-roading is terrible now. Oh, I love it. Oh, I really do. Race injection. Sport injection. What about that other thing? We lose 5 horsepower. But we'd gain slightly. How did we gain slightly better braking from it? Dude. Oh wow. Okay. Ooh, turned on intercooler for that. Then. Yeah, that's even with a turbo installed, so that should be Gucci at this point. We have gained more weight, but we've also gained 3 extra horsepower. So there's that. Da 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 da. Let me see. Oh, fuck! This car's ugly now. The fuck just popped on me? The sacrifices I've just had to make on this beautiful automobile for what, 3 horsepower? I mean, I could also just go into the gear settings and be like, crank it a little bit. Yeah, it'll lose 5 miles an hour. But also, I kind of want the gears closer together, but also to last longer. So there is that. But overall, this seems to be performing a little bit better than it was before in terms of gear ratio. So what I've done is probably pointless. I don't fucking get it. But anyway. Oh, people are enjoying this enough to send a like. I'm not the most chatty right now, I'm a bit tired. Not at all to do with jet lag or anything. I've already gone over that. Damn. I don't really have anything to say. At this point, this game is just aesthetically pleasing. Like, you could get into it and just be like, yo. I also want to experiment after this. So what I'm going to do is after this race, I'm going to do a basic upgrade build of this car without going overboard with the components and seeing just what it would be like if I had some of the parts on it that I wanted. Well, let's fiddle the gears a little bit more. To make them just a little bit longer. That should do, I think. Without engine swapping, I wonder what I want to see what I can do because I want to upgrade tires. I'll upgrade the tire compound just a little bit. I make a few basic upgrades. And see if I can make the perfect all-rounder. In terms of vehicle. So, yeah, I'll try that all-rounder nonsense.
Have I really lost all of that? Jesus Christ.
Whatever. I want to try the all-rounder thing and see if I can get like make an average version of the car that I feel good using. So it's gonna have good acceleration. It's gonna corner decently. Kind of like the basic upgrades that people make to vehicles like BC, coilovers, and all that. Basic things. I still want to do the all-wheel drive thing. That's like the only thing that passes on from what I do. Alright, let's see. This is just a simple sprint race, so we'll just teleport back to the house after this. Because I want to put better tires on it, I want to put better suspension. And all that kind of crap on it. But like, not overkill. I don't want to overdo everything. So things like a turbo would be very welcome. Oh no, a turbo. I feel it makes it bump to make gearing better. Because we're losing power going up that hill. Oh yeah, botched that one up. Oh my damn! Sorry for being quiet. I'm still tired a little bit. Like once I get off of here and just relax, I'll be all good. But I did drink a relaxing drink to extreme. That has something to do with it. Oh god. But it is clear. This engine still has a lot to give. Just not in the places I was hoping. Let me just upgrade this real quick after this race. We'll be done in a second. Yeah. God, those wheels are ugly! Ah. 303 brake horsepower. 400 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, we got that Chevy. Kind of embarrassing to do a Pontiac race and you win a Chevy of all things. Oh, I'm right next to him. Like, at almost a stock config, What would this be like? Or not almost as long as like. So we made basic upgrades to this thing. Thank you. If we made basic upgrades to this thing, and we gave it better feeling tire, better brakes. The sports brakes, give it basic that. Do stabilizers. I mean, if you're gonna go all out, go all out. You give it a big fat dirty supercharger. What would this feel like as a better vehicle? Like, we can cheat and do this and get an extra oomph out of it. So let's just say we did better flywheel, better cooling. We're looking at an extra 74 points. Basic displacement with stock valves. That's all without changing the tires. Oh damn, that's a huge difference. Actually, what I'm going to check is what it would be like to drive that without the weight reduction on it. Obviously the weight reduction helps. This is still a 6-speed manual. I think all we've really done is up the acceleration count on it a little bit. Put that here. Now some of the gears longer. That's for an extra 14 mile an hour. So whereas this does have the extra acceleration, we haven't gained a terrible amount in terms of overall performance. Because it is faster. It'd all be for naught if we took off the tires. So what kind of experience would I get if I went ahead and installed the tires? Let's just say I cranked the tires with all-wheel drive. What would I get? Crank it with the tires, all-wheel drive, a turbo, and weight reduction. What would I genuinely get? Is it worth it to crank it? So let's go. Do this. Do this. Plus 48 horsepower. We'll do the aerodynamic stuff again. Just why the fuck not? Send that shit. Whoop. plus 44, 57, so that's what, 10, 13 points. That is an immediate difference of 3, 1, 4, 4. Let's just do sports. Do we do thicker tires? Oh shit, let me just do that. No, I think we'll keep the stock size, because if you're really doing this to a car, you want to keep the stock size of tires. So all we've done is change the tire compound, change it to all-wheel drive, and added a turbo, and done weight reduction. That's 100 horsepower burst right there. Now, what I might do is try this config again, but take out the turbo. And this is without my gear changes. So with the only performance boost coming from the turbo, getting us to 114. Let's do some gear tweaking. Let's move them along. And let's see what we can do with that. 133 mile an hour. Shout out to people watching. How are you doing? Now, would this also be good for a B-class race? I have no fucking idea. It's fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the turbo entirely. You know what, like gear 6 is a low. Let's do that, a little bit close. A little bit further away. That is purely power just from the turbo. There's also less weight to shimmy around on the car. Jesus! That's just a spider, it's fine. He's probably going out. My heart rate's already high enough from that energy drink. I didn't need you to pop my heart rate up higher, buddy. I'm also not killing. We don't kill spiders. At least I don't want to. I see you up there, spider. Come on now. God damn. 5 degrees colder than yesterday. you got up there pretty quick. Jesus. Okay. Well, there's spots for you to hide in. I don't care. Actually, I do care. Don't hide in my clothes. If you hide in my clothes, I will squish you. Okay, removing the turbo. That's a substantial fucking jump. Our acceleration goes from 5.9 or 5.9 to 4.1. But handling also increases a big deal. I mean, turbo does make it more unstable. So we lose even more weight, but we lose around 100 horsepower. So our horsepower is basically stock at this point. However, there's less weight for us to push around. So it shouldn't necessarily warrant a gear change. Is this a good all-round setup? Could very well be. If you can find a good all-round setup that works for you, then you can slowly build off it, because we're what, 569 without the turbo. That is weight reduction, all-wheel drive, and sport styles. The problem here is now that the car is not able to push enough power. There isn't necessarily enough power here. So without the turbo doing its turbo thing, it's trying to find an air vent to get out. Or to stay in here is warm in here. Let's find our way back. Consider this a prolonged test run. Alright. Let's keep on going. Gear 5, we don't quite have enough power. Well, we do actually. What we're going to do is we're going to introduce a few new bits into the mix and make this a good C-Class car. A very good C-Class car. Are you going to hide up there all night? Okay then. Fucking... That'll be why there's no flies in my room now that we shit's eating them all. Yeah, we have this on here. Racing Alliance. Give her a nice little flowy wheel. Yeah, what is our base horsepower? 201. Oh, this is very interesting. So this should, in theory, there's an extra 20 odd pounds of weight, but there's also 26 extra brake horsepower. That isn't much. However, you can. There is still a lot of extra torque you can get from that. You get an extra 100 foot-pound of torque and stuff like that. That's what I'm about to demonstrate. So what gear? We got stuck on gear 5 at like 100 and something. Look at that. We're now performing. We're actually performing a fair bit better. I mean, that just got ruined. I think C class is the best all round for this card, like without a shadow of a doubt. And I know this. 119. Yeesh. And I know this. I like the probe happening. Hey, listen to that engine. The amount of torque that it has for what it is not that bad. So how else would I configure this? Well, I wouldn't. I want to add more horsepower to it. I love how the DeLorean's in the thumbnail. It was in here for like what, 3 seconds. No, in this case scenario, we have more than enough torque to haul ass with this car. We just don't have the horses. So, for a car like this, you want to haul ass real bad, real big and everything. So we need to find that middle ground of, okay, I can do most of this at D class if I take away the tires. So what's a good middle ground for this? What can you do at a middle ground? And it's just, oh my goodness. It is just insane with what you can get away with versus... Or rather, the insane part comes from the jump and your tires. D whatever. 365 foot-pounds of torque, 226 brake horse. Now, we're leaving those installed. Let's see what we can do with an extra 30. Our acceleration takes a fucking nosedive. So we do gain a couple 100 pounds of weight. I wish there was a bit of an in-between, but there's not. So we have the best... We don't have the best braking zone. Or rather, we just have sport brakes. And... Racing Sprang. So what else can we get away with in terms of horsepower for the performance that we take up? Because we have the best ignition in. Race intake. What if we change that? Down here. There. There. How much more horsepower can we get out of this before we just start hitting some hard limits? Because we're having to do a lot to keep up with what we had before in terms of, oh, we're doing a thing. Alright, you can do that. We don't need to, but it's fine. That's 403 foot-pounds of torque. We're only gaining an extra 20-something horsepower. That is very interesting. We fall off at the top end of things. What happens if we outright just swap the engine? Just do an engine swap. One engine swap. Because the horses just aren't there on this one. So a 6.2 liter V8. A V8 diesel. That's over 1,000 foot-pound. What the fuck? And it's still a D class? What? A V12 engine in this, and it's pushed up to C class. That already was just warring tires. This 6.2 liter V8 has the horsepower to match. If we go in and give it that race drive line, that race diff, flywheel, give it the bee's knees with brakes. And then do this. So it is a new engine. We give it better. That puts it to A class. Oh fuck! Oh my days! Let's not slam it. We'll do this. Okay, the engine might just have to change again. That makes it 5.5C. It loses a lot of power. That's a massive spike. What the fuck? What would I'm not gonna try that. Fuck. There's really not much else I can do here. God. That sucks. That sucks a ditty. We've lost weight. We're double the horsepower. I don't know what the fuck else to say. Jesus. Our initial thing. Where are you going? Go with the vent or something. I don't fucking care. The initial G. Or the initial. Oh, that engine sounds horrible. What, are you a B class? Put the head in the rev limiter like that and get an extra 20 odd fucking mile an hour out of it. Without any kind of good tuning, that's not good. That's not good at all. God fucking damn it. Oh, there's people out here doing Horizon Arcade. I'm not touching that stuff with the 10-foot pole. No, that V8 sounds annoying. I'm not keeping it. I as well as going to that fucking diesel engine for this. A diesel-powered Pontiac. I mean, for shits and giggles, I'll just stick that V12 in it. I kid. I'm not doing that. We're 6.9. We got back there in that power. No, I'll keep the stock engine in it. And we'll keep the blighter turbocharged. I think the best you can do with this right now is just simply to freaking make sure it's not overly heavy. Why are you coming back, Spider? God damn it. Let's do this, I guess. Make it a B class, try and get more out of it. Because we're gonna have a 5.9 for acceleration. So what the fuck? If this could just be the ultimate B class. Because I think we still have the tires on it. I mean, we still have stock sports tires on it. What else? I mean, we want this. So we're obviously going to take off. We'll give up some power for that, and we'll swap these. We don't necessarily need to be all that. Race carburetor is nice. Race fillers or race intake is fine. I mean, we're obviously downgrading some parts, but it is very much well worth it. I got all these pistons. That's here. That's here. Well, there's 2 horsepower. And return. What we gain from this? We gained 1 horsepower. I mean, we could just sit here and make this ultimate B class. Would be good. It's not like we're losing that much. Springs. Now we just raise the car back up. These are some minor up. I mean, what if we just went all sport? Let's just go all sport on it. Sport intake. Sport carburetor. Street ignition. Street cams and valves. Street intercooler. So for the most part, these are street or even sports things. Let me go for sport on that. Yeah, this is largely a sports vehicle. Why are you wondering so much? God damn fucking roaming. Na 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 na. Did I remember to put things out? Let me see. Oh, wow, that car was slammed. Let's not. Tune. My right hand should be higher than that. Let's make it higher like that. Yeah, this is the ultimate version of this car that should still be very easy-ish to control. Would very much be. Actually, let's do like that. Make sure they're kind of close. And bring it out like that. That should do it, I think. That's not without an engine swap. That's just sports parts. Like, yeah, wow. Sports parts and a full interior gun. That is insanity. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. We're getting close to the 2 hour mark. I didn't realize I'd spent that much fucking time yapping about this. Jesus Christ. There we go. That should help it, I think. Not bad for a B class. Typically not bad for a B class. You can change this in a way where you can get closer to 200 by gear 6, but that's not worth it. Well, but gear 5 weren't even 100. Gear 5 you had like close to 100. But we got what we wanted from it, which without a shadow of a doubt was great. But yeah. I'm going to quickly grab the DeLorean so people don't feel cheated. Then we're going to have a bit of a chat about... Where the fuck did he go? Oh. That moment you don't pay attention and then you lose track of the spider. So whatever at this point. Alright. I also want to do a thing where we could... try and do the same for the DeLorean in all consideration, or all things considered. Like that would be such a good thing. So like take all these upgrades off. We're not engine swapping it. Not by a long shot. So we give it a bunch of sports upgrades. And see how well it performs compared to what it was like. So, I mean, obviously brakes need to be considered, suspension, not that. Roll cage adds weight, but it adds a lot more rigidity to the car. Do that, go full on weight reduction. It is about to be all-wheel drive. Nudious. Eats a turbo. Let's do a race drive. Like we do race diff. So we've done the brakes, we've done all that. Tire time! Which sports tire compound, let's go. And we'll do this. I mean, things like race ignition, you want to do something a little different with that. So we're essentially adding a lot more to this engine. So, yeah. The upgrades I would choose to make overall would be to the turbo, not necessarily turbo. Better pistons. And a bit, actually not even that, just make this all B class. We have the stage 2 tires on here. We go 119 extra horsepower. We're lighter than before by a fair amount. Better tires, better everything. What the fuck? He's just gonna run around my room all night. We still have to lift the car. We have to give it a custom gear ratio, etc., etc. We're gonna do that in a second. I'm gonna lift the car first. A DeLorean is this low. We'll just normally aggravate me a little bit because it's not meant to be that low. Do this. Get it up high. The suspension at the front, a little more stuff. Damping's fine. Springs are now fine. Anti-roll's fine. Gearing is where we're going to change things a little bit. Let's do this. And make gears 3 and 4 longer. Never bring them in. This is where they originally were. Losing 3 miles an hour for extra acceleration. That's fine with me. We do have that turbo installed. For a B-class car, it is still pretty snappy. It doesn't feel sluggish, I'll give it that much. So what are we at? 686? Turbo Wayne is quite something else. But no. Could I make this a little bit better for what I'm trying to do with it? A little bit. Could I give it more torque? Definitely. But no. That's all I'm doing for now on that part. So, yeah. Because this is a Friday, there ain't nothing tomorrow, and the Bellends are on vacation. The Bellends are on vacation until they come back tomorrow, so they might be streaming Sunday, who knows. Depending on what time they get back at tomorrow, they might be streaming. But I don't freaking know. That's all I've got for you tonight. I could have went on and done more Gran Turismo, but like, god damn it, god damn it, god damn it, god damn it. God damn. But anyway, that's gonna be it for now. This is my welcome back stream, playing a game that I said I wasn't gonna play anymore. Kind of ironic, isn't it? But no, like I said, that's all I'm doing tonight. I'll get a schedule ready on Sunday. I'll have an hour to think about some content. But in the meantime, this has been GTA Raj. Thank you for watching. And as always, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on Monday.